Busted in Lagos secrets and scandals. At an exclusive rooftop party in Lagos, Nigeria. The city skyline glows in the background. The air is filled with music, laughter, and the clinking of champagne glasses. Two stunning models, Zina and Adanna, are the center of attention, each in their own circle of admirers. They don't know each other yet. In the shadows, David, a smooth-talking, wealthy entrepreneur, watches both women with a confident smirk. He exudes BDE. What no one at the party knows is that he is dating both of them, and neither has a clue about the other. Should he leave, since they haven't seen him yet, and he had promised neither that he'd be coming to this soiree? Or should he play this to his advantage? He decided to make the rounds and speak sweetly to not just each one of them, but to several other beautiful women in the place. He shook hands and looked like he was talking business with some of the men there. And then, suddenly, he was gone. A woman in a purple gown may or may not have followed him out. Remember, he exudes BDE. David plays his game perfectly. With Adanna, he is the attentive, romantic boyfriend who travels a lot for business but would one day like to settle down. With Zina, he is the doting man who just got out of a serious relationship and is taking things slow. He plays the sensitive soul who doesn't want to be hurt again. Both women are madly in love. They brag to their friends about their perfect man. Each believes that they've found the one. Unknown to them, they also work for the same modeling agency, Lux Prestige, a high-end agency that only takes in the most beautiful women in Lagos. The agency is exclusive, keeping the models isolated in separate social circles until they reach a certain level. These girls don't do runway modeling, they do private modeling, private shows, and there are a lot of photography sessions, but for overseas, they almost never see what they are advertising on billboards in Lagos because they are exotic models for other countries. They are paid extremely well, and residuals are coming in every month, so each of them lives a very elite lifestyle. They believe that, but what is coming will shake what they know about themselves and Lux Prestige. One night, Adanna is scrolling through Instagram when she actually is stalking for David, since she sees him so infrequently. She goes to his page, which is perfect, almost sanitized. She's not on it. Hardly any women are on it. She sees the hand of a woman half caught in a frame wearing the same bracelet that she has. That's interesting, she thought. David gave that to her for her birthday and told her it was exclusive, one of a kind. Frantically searching through her jewelry box, she got the bracelet and the box it came in and did some research. She called the jewelry store the next day and asked them about the bracelet. She said she wanted to have it insured and wanted to come in for an appraisal. The lady who answered was most helpful. Did you get the one with the emeralds or the one with the diamonds? Adanna hesitated. I got... The sales lady interrupted and said, because he ordered 2 that day. Which one did you get, dear? Are you his sister or his mother? One for each of you. Damn. His sister or his mother? Really? Adanna was not too happy right now. She said, I will come by later today and have it appraised. I'm his sister, she stammered, but I'm bringing it in for my mother. Okay, Biko, we will see you then. Adanna felt very sleuthy all of a sudden, so she quickly headed out to the jewelry store with the bracelet, the emerald bracelet. She was seething. The other person got a diamond bracelet and she only got emeralds. She had to get control of herself. Upon arriving at the jewelry store, she laid the beautiful bracelet on the black velvet and the salesperson brought out the jeweler with loops for an appraisal. The sales lady took out a book, a register of sorts, and opened it wide. Upside down was a display of names and jewel items. Halfway down the list was a description of a bracelet with diamond and a name. She had to see that name. She craned her neck because she absolutely had to see that name. Ma'am, she said to the salesperson, while taking off a ring she had worn in, would you be able to steam clean this ring for me while I wait? Oh, certainly, miss. So the salesperson stepped away with the ring. The big jeweler was still frozen with loops. Why, I'm not sure because they had made the item there. I suppose he wanted to see if all the stones were the original stones they had put in, and this wasn't some kind of insurance scam. Adanna leaned forward and glanced about halfway down that page. Zena. Zena. What's her last name? Williams. Zena Williams. Adanna was scanning for more information when the sales lady came back with her ring, sparkling, better looking than when it was brand new. The jeweler put the loops down and said, "It's beautiful, immaculate." The sales lady made an entry in the book, several lines past the name Zena Williams, and closed the book. Oh, resuming character, Adanna wanted to know, what is it worth? My mother needs to know. The jeweler said, 30 million naira, and I'll get you an appraisal certificate. Give me a few minutes, a lousy 30 million. Is he serious? Adanna was fuming. She had seen that the other bracelet with the diamonds had been appraised at 42 million. Was she jealous? No, she was angry and competitive. Zena Williams. Adanna was determined to find her. Social media, there is Miss Zena Williams. She's actually beautiful, Adanna had to admit. But what did she have that Adanna didn't? Why did she get the more expensive bracelet? Who is that in the picture with her? Her sister. Maybe. Who cares? She's looking for David because by now Adanna realizes that Zena was at the party last night and she saw David go over and speak to her. What is this in the corner of another picture? She sees a mysterious hand in Zena's story, a side view in the dark of a man that looks a lot like David. It was as though he was trying to turn his head, even raised his hand to cover his face just when the picture was snapped. And he is wearing the Patek Philippe that he is so obsessed about. What? She's a model. She works for Lux Prestige. What are the chances of this? Then she dismissed all the anger about the bracelets and decided to be angry with David and not Zena. Her heart races. She stalks Zena's page and slides into Zena's DM. Hi Zena, my name is Adanna. We work together at Lux. Can you meet me for coffee tomorrow? Zena responds, sure. Adanna calls David immediately. David, hey baby, you're up late. Adanna, where are you? David, you know, working. Big deal coming up, babe. Adanna says sexily, I'm hoping we can get together soon. I have a surprise for you. The next day, the two women smile nicely at one another at a high-end cafe in Victoria Island as the models come face to face. At first, there's tension, sizing each other up, as women are known to do. Then each relaxes, confident in themselves and their own beauty. They chit-chat about the agency for a few minutes. Then Adanna is about to burst, so she blurts out, Zena, so you also are dating David? Zena is initially defensive, but then Adanna holds up her wrist and shows her the exact bracelet, so Zena starts connecting the dots. But as they start talking, they realize David has been playing them both like fools. The anger turns from each other to David. Zena smirks. Girl, I think we should make him pay. Adanna grins. Oh, I have an idea. A few days later, Adanna calls David, saying she wants to meet up and has a surprise for him. She sexts him a picture of herself in revealing lingerie. David, thinking he will have a rendezvous with one of his adoring women, shows up at a private villa Amara rented, expecting a romantic night. But when he walks in, bam! Zena is sitting there too, sipping wine. His jaw drops. David, wait, what is this? Zena smirks. It's called justice, darling. They expose every single lie, every scheme. They throw his gifts back at him, making him feel like a fool. Then, to make sure he never plays another woman again, they were streaming all of this live on Instagram. The caption, Ladies, Meet Lagos's biggest liar. David's reputation is destroyed in minutes. David's phone starts beeping and chiming. These are not the only two ladies that he is seeing, but as they're celebrating, an anonymous message slides into both their inboxes at the same time. Very bold of you two, but do you really think you're safe? Adanna and Zena exchange worried glances. What? They pause, and then say, some of his other chicks are going to come after us? They didn't know if they should laugh or be scared. How many other women? What kind of women? What's with this DM? Do you think you're safe? And they both got it. Who knew both of them were dating David? Right then, Adanna and Zena both receive a call from Bisi, the head of Lux Prestige. Bisi, coldly. We need to talk. Now. They arrive at the Lux Prestige headquarters, a stunning glass high-rise. Inside, they are led to a private area. Bisi watches them carefully. Then she says, you two just made a very big mistake. Zena frowns. Excuse me. Bisi. I saw your postings online last night. Do you know who David is? Some playboy entrepreneur. Number silence. Bisi smirks. David is part owner of Lux Prestige. He owns the modeling agency where we work. That must be how he found us. Looking at our headshots? Possibly. He is also one of our VIP clients. And you just embarrassed him publicly and online. Adanna's heart starts racing. Zena. Wait, what do you mean? Client. Bisi leans forward. Lux Prestige isn't just about modeling. Our most elite girls, well, they provide certain exclusive services to very powerful men. And whether you know it or not, both of you were being groomed for promotion. The blood drains from Adanna's face. Zena whispers, that's not possible. Bisi chuckles. Oh, it is. And now, you have two choices. You fix what you did, or you both disappear. She hesitates to frame her words. Then she continues. Disappear from this industry. For good. I'm here to be a model and nothing else. Me too. Well, this agency is all about that something else. It is where we make most of our money. A long silence. Then, Bisi hands them each a plane ticket and says, Dubai, first class. There's a client waiting. Make things right. Show us that you are worth keeping. Adanna and Zena exchange horrified glances. They've just exposed a liar. But now, they've uncovered something much, much worse. We are models. We are not that. Alone, Adanna and Zena realize the truth. They were never just models. They were being turned into something else. This is how they get money all the time, whether they model or not. David was paying for them. And now, they have two options. Play along and fix things, which means becoming part of a world they never signed up for. Or escape. But if David was a small-time player, the real men behind Lux Prestige are much, much worse. Zena clenches her fists. I refuse. Adanna, who seems to love a fight, nods. Then we bring it all down. The two women, walking away from the Lux Prestige office, their eyes set on something bigger. They took down a liar. Now, they're about to take down an empire. If this episode of Africa Untold Tales has intrigued you, stay tuned for part 2, and be sure to subscribe, like, and share to keep the stories coming.